Here's a very unusual gadget. Look at this. It's an automaton. Does something rather charming. If I put that in the centre there, hold it up, you see it's a little penny farthing. Oh, here we go. Look at that. Oh my goodness me. Isn't that sweet? I spent ages trying to find the right surface to do it on because it needs to be sort of rough and yet smooth, or flat at least. If I did it on here, it just skids. There's not enough traction there, that smooth metal there. But it works beautifully, but it does need a lot of turns to perform. So thanks to Patrick Ryland, who I've known for many years, who gave it to me as a gift some 25 years ago, I think it was. So this is a potpourri of things I keep in my hall on shelves with all sorts of bizarre things over quite a few years of time. And every now and then I have an urge to take one out and remind myself what it does. So that's the first one. The next one is quite a modern one here. It's an extraordinary device. What does it do though? Well, I'll have to show you. It's got an elastic band around this, which means it's holding it tightly. When I release that one, what's going to happen? Goodness, how does that work? You close it up, and either you put something in here this way like this, that automatically holds that, or you put it in here like this, and now it's going to do the opposite. Now that's going to turn up. It's going to spring open, but the fun of it is when you do a little series like this. I did it just then. You do male and a female or something, and then it all springs apart in a cascade. The first one opens when you've released it, and then the next one opens automatically because it's been no longer held, and the final two come apart almost at the same time. So there we are. That's how it starts, and I've got to hold that, otherwise it'll spring apart. Well, that's what it's going to do anyway. So hold it like that, there. Take your finger off and wonderful. What a piece. One of the American companies made that. And I haven't seen it around much since then. Perhaps it doesn't sell well. This is a very recent one. It's actually a very useful item. It's a gadget for taking those off those, or those off those. Look what's happening. As I turn this, it's automatically typing on that. So if you've got a rather obstinate jar like that, you hold it like that, and you turn like that, and automatically lifts up the piece. If I put it aside really tightly, which it will be when it's come out of the factory, and you want to get into it, open it right apart like that, put it down like that, hold the base in it, and it's flexible, it works on different sizes. This one's actually got something in it, so I can come in quite a bit on this one here, and then hold those there like that, and twist, however obstinate, you've got a lot of hole there, so it'll open for you. So a jolly useful gadget, the like of which I've never seen before, actually, so I'm very pleased to have one of those. Now there are lovely things from Iceland and Greenland. This is from Greenland, and it's some sort of bone, whale bone or something. There's a beautiful carving done by the Inuit, as they call themselves, the people who live in the far north of Greenland. And it's beautifully constructed. And many of the visitors who are looking for history of early people and so on, especially in awkward places far north or far south, love finding these things, and I was able to obtain one. And the chap who was my go-between was an artist, Magnus Paulsen, who lives in Iceland and makes things like this. He gave it to me as a present for a birthday I had about 20 years ago. It's made of some sort of silvered brass, I think it is. It's supposed to be a chair there and a chair there, and it does actually stand as if it's a chair like that, or a little more daringly like that. Just about stays up. Not quite. Yes, it does. Just stays up. Just perfectly balanced and over. Extraordinary idea. You feel a little bit disorientated looking at it, with the gravity upside down or whatever it is. The last item is a little gadget for small children, I suppose. It's got batteries inside, and let's see what it does when I push the button. That is very nicely made. It's Japanese, this, I must say, but it's very beautiful. Turn it off a bit tricky, you have to go like that. Hold it for testing and have to, yes, I have to turn it off. I can't hold it anywhere other way. So that's a very nice little, rather noisy wind-up gadget. all from the same sort of part of my my gadget collection. But that's the most recent, and this is probably the oldest of them. And I shall put them back on the whole shelf and take them out again next year.